trying to get a little rock going here. We got some rock and roll, blues, rock blues, you know. It's really kind of the same vibe. A lot of the same licks, maybe different attitude, really. So I got a little distortion going on the guitar. And I was playing a progression that was just an A chord, G, D, so that, you know, it's good little rock, you know, little rock movement there, to just show you kind of one of those, you know, it's a rite of passage lick. I think that's a good way to describe it. It's one of those licks that, you know, as a guitar player, it's just kind of common knowledge lick, or what's the right term? It's one of those
must-know licks.
Yeah, must-know lick, right? So it sounds like this. I'll just play it for you. Almost every Kiss guitar solo starts with that. But the cool thing is this little spot of the guitar here, we're in the A minor pentatonic, and I call this the tasty zone. And it is basically consists of the G string, the B string, and the high E string. And there's a million variations off of this lick right here. That's the one I'm going to teach you, but there's all these famous licks that are variations of this one. I'm picking this one because to me it's probably one of the easier ones and the more common ones. But here, I'm going to show you the lick in a second, but here's all the variations that I like to do off of it. And we're going to, you know, obviously learn that first one. The first one. But then here's all the variations. I call this my fast sloppy lick. Which is based off the same thing. And then you could do more blues style like. Still based off that same tasty zone approach. Right into the thing. It's as a guitar player, it's kind of our, you know, it's our ally, a powerful ally it is indeed. Okay, let's learn that first lick. First finger. We're in A still. I'm going to cover the high E and the B string with my first finger. And that alone you can actually do as like a blues lick, like. So that's cool to know, or a slide into it, like. But that's not what we're learning right now, but just, you know, this little extra, that was a little extra credit. Okay, so that's covered. Then what we're going to do is, at least the way I do it, is I'm going to bend with, I'm going to use my ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and I'm going to bend that up. But what I find very useful is that when I do my bends, I usually, for instance, if I was just bending the G string, I would use my ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string, the middle finger on the 6th fret of that same string, and the first finger maybe behind it on the 5th fret. And so now I'm bending with all 3 fingers. So I just have a lot of control, I have a lot of strength, because I'm thinking of it as all, even though it's only that note, I'm thinking of all 3 fingers as being able to control the sound of the bend. Because when you're bending, you're having to rely on your ear to bend to the to bend up and get it be, have it be in tune. So, what better way to control the string than with extra fingers? But since our first finger's covered already on the B and the high E, now I'm going to just use my ring finger and my middle finger to bend that G string up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the G string up and then play the B and high E string together. Like that. Watch again. Watch it really slow. Now, one of the tricks the only thing that might be tricky is when that G bend, the G bend goes up, and then I don't hear it go back down. I actually release my hand off of it when I go to this part, like this. See that? So, you know, the only thing I can say is that my first finger is just far enough over that it's kind of muting that G string when my hand comes off. But I gotta tell you, I didn't, you know, sit and learn it and practice it that way. I just dug in, man. I just started jamming out because it was one of the first cool sounding lick. You know, one of the first things I learned that I could actually make sound cool. So don't worry, you know, about that right now. Just dig the lick, dig into the lick. So I'm gonna play that loop again real quick, and I'll just play that lick over it. Here we go. It's a nice, thick, monstrous lick there. Okay, we have the pentatonic right there. So we've got the 8th fret on the high E string. We've got the 8th fret on the B string there. So those are little things that you can do once you get comfortable with the lick. You can just add those, like... Since that bend's already there, you could forget about your first finger on those, on the B and high E string, and just go to that bend like I did at the end of that little jam. After I kind of extended that out. So, like... Okay, one other thing just based off of that, I'll explain it real quick, and then I'm out. We're just going to do that same lick, but instead of da 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 ba da da, I'm going to double time my picking. Da 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 da. My left hand's going to be doing the exact same thing, but I'm just double timing. So instead of, I'm going to get a little loose with my wrist and go as I do the lick. It's a great fast lick. Great way to just play a fast lick. And then I like to do it and add my, you know, just randomly add my pinky to the 8th fret on the B string. I'll show you what that looks like with the loop. Time. See if I can do it. That's a cool little rock and roll time for you. You know, I don't want you to think that I was ever scared of the rock, you know, because I know we've done a lot of blues and funk and jazz, but dude, I like to rock, dude. It's okay. I like to do that too. So, Marty Schwartz, nextlevelguitar.com. Sign up. Jam track, dude. You definitely on nextlevel.com. You're gonna find jam tracks where you can work this lick out till the cows come home. I never knew what that meant, but anyway, we'll see you on the next lesson. I'll be around. I'll be waiting right here. All you got to do is click. I'll be right here. I'm waiting right now for the next one.